Here's your wrestling news for November 29th, 2022. And we're kicking off today with Monday Night Raw, and while there was a time when Matt Riddle seemed poised to be a main eventer, that doesn't appear to be the case anymore. It had been planned for Randy Orton to turn on Riddle in a feud that would have elevated the original bro, but that never transpired due to the Viper's injury. On Raw, it was announced that next week, Riddle and Elias will challenge the Usos for the Undisputed WWE Tag Team titles, and in a strange way, having a title match is making things worse for Riddle. This title match only shows how WWE's creative team have seemingly moved on, as he's now in a makeshift tag team with no build, going into a title match they will surely lose. Riddle has lost serious momentum, and another loss will not do him any good, even if it's for a title. At this time, the feud with Orton may be the only way to resurrect the original bro's career, but for the time being, things are looking rough for Matt Riddle. Raw also saw the return of Candice LeRae, who has been out for weeks with an injury, and fans were pleased to see the Poison Pixie back on TV. Candice is part of a new, revamped women's division under Triple H's regime, and it was subtly revealed who she'll be feuding with now that she's back. Walking backstage for her match with Dakota Kai, eagle-eyed fans will have spotted Nikki Cross watching from behind, teasing a feud between the two. LeRae has been back for over a month but hasn't done much and is in need of a proper feud to mark her return to WWE. The segment didn't just tease LeRae's next feud, but also reminded fans that under this new WWE, they need to keep watching for any subtle clues. McMahon may have had the subtlety of a speeding train, but this new regime clearly does things much different, and the LeRae vs. Cross feud will hopefully help both women in the long run. Now at Survivor Series Wargames, the Bloodline once again reigned supreme, defeating the all-star team of the Brawling Brutes, Kevin Owens and Drew McIntyre. It was yet another impressive night for Roman Reigns, who is showing no sign of weakness, but the Tribal Chief was far from happy after the match. Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful Select reports that Reigns was visibly upset after the match, and sources who spoke to Fightful believe it was due to a spot with Kevin Owens. Those sources believe that a spot between the two did not go as planned, and backstage, Reigns could be heard talking about possibly having a ruptured eardrum. That's not all the head of the table said. It was added that his comments backstage were expletive-filled, but it's not believed there will be any heat on Owens after the match. Instead, it's being called a heat-of-the-moment reaction, and another source said that it goes to show just how passionate both men are about their work. Reigns had been scheduled for the post-Survivor Series Wargames press conference, but did not attend, which immediately led to speculation about his condition after the match. Owens is rumored to be Reigns' opponent for WWE's next premium live event, the Royal Rumble, and we'll have to see if this real-life situation bleeds into their story over the next 2 months. Over to AEW now, and after picking a fight with Sammy Guevara, Andrade El Idolo was sent home last month, and his promoted Mask vs. Career match with Preston Vance canceled. In the near 2 months since then, Andrade hasn't returned to AEW programming, and it'll be a lot longer before fans see him. On Instagram, El Idolo shared a picture of himself from the hospital, saying that he just underwent his first surgery after tearing a pectoral muscle a few months ago. As Cody Rhodes will tell you, a torn pectoral will take months to heal up from, and on the post, Andrade said it happened when he was wrestling, but that he was able to finish the match. Andrade also said that he loves the wrestling business, but said that many people do not value your effort, possibly a dig at Tony Khan, who he's been openly critical of. It's been rumored that Andrade wants out of AEW so he can return to WWE now that Triple H is running creative, but whatever he does next in the ring, it won't be for many months to come. Since Vince McMahon's retirement in July, a lot has changed in WWE, with many ex-superstars being brought back after being released by the old regime. It's been reported in recent months that those in WWE's offices are much happier now that McMahon is gone, and it's not just those behind the scene. When Fightful asked the talent, it was said that everyone prefers working under Triple H, and talent now feel that they won't get fired at any moment for something beyond their control. Compare this to earlier this year, when morale was said to be at an all-time low, especially after the Royal Rumble and Shane McMahon's actions backstage that led to his immediate firing by his own father. While WWE's morale has improved from the Wild West times of the 1980s, it's arguably never been higher than right now, and there's an argument that McMahon choosing to retire is the best decision he made for his roster. In 1998, Mike Tyson had a brief run in the World Wrestling Federation, which was a massive score for Vince McMahon on the road to WrestleMania 14. Tyson had been suspended from professional boxing due to biting Evander Holyfield's ear off, and his time with the company would culminate with him counting the pinfall in the main event of WrestleMania. Speaking on the latest Mailbag Monday, former WWE referee Mike Chioda revealed that he was the one tasked with teaching Mike the ways of the ref, which proved to be easier said than done. "Believe me, I tried to teach him how to count. He counted so fast, I was like, oh shit, I must have spent like an hour with him. Here, just 1, 2, 3. After over an hour of teaching Tyson how to count like a referee, the baddest man on the planet would count the deciding fall, and if you watch the match back, you'll see it was a fast count. Tyson's count would see Stone Cold Steve Austin win his first WWF title and usher in the Attitude Era, but it's not hard to figure out why WWE never asked Mike to call another match. From the past back to the future, as in just a couple of months, WWE will host the 2023 Royal Rumble event, which marks the official start on the road to WrestleMania 39. Of course, the show will be headlined by the 2 Rumble matches, but now a third stipulation match may be featured on the show. According to sources, there's been talks within WWE's creative team of a pitch black match, which is being seriously considered by those involved. Details are scarce about what exactly a pitch black match is, but there have been rumors that Bray Wyatt will be one of the competitors in possibly his first match since returning to WWE. The same sources added that they are being careful not to overexpose Wyatt in the ring, as they want everything he does to feel extra special, similar to when he worked as The Fiend. Whatever a pitch black match is, it could be the much anticipated in-ring return of Wyatt, but for now, we are all being kept in the dark. And today we're ending with Ronda Rousey, who had a strange relationship with the fans since her return in January, as crowds still remain hesitant on the reigning SmackDown Women's Champion. Even when she was a face, Rousey struggled to win fans over, and the audience made their views loud and clear during this week's Raw. On the show, the hashtag #FireRondaRousey was trending on Twitter, despite the fact the former UFC fighter wasn't on the show. Fans have been especially critical of Rousey's performance during a match with Shotzi at Survivor Series Wargames, as their SmackDown Women's title bout had plenty of botched spots, including when Shotzi attempted a DDT on the apron that went wrong. Given that Rousey is one of the biggest names outside of wrestling that WWE has on its roster, we seriously doubt anyone is getting fired, but that's something a large section of the crowd think should happen. Well guys, that's our news for today. Please share your comments below. Also hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to receive all notifications. And as always, thanks for watching.